Well, uncertainty tonight over the future of regulating artificial intelligence in Colorado. Last year, the state passed a first-in-the-nation law to regulate AI, set to take effect in June. Well, now President Trump says he plans to sign an executive order to block state AI regulations. Denver 7's Ryan Fish talking with an expert and one of the original sponsors of the Colorado bill to get some answers about what this means for us.
Since Colorado passed its landmark law regulating AI last year, there's been debate, delays, and threats from D.C. This week, President Trump on social media promising an executive order blocking state laws like Colorado's, writing, quote, "There must be only one rule book if we are going to continue to lead in AI," adding, quote, "You can't expect a company to get 50 approvals every time they want to do something." Many, including tech companies, agree. A single national rule book would be smoother than a patchwork of state laws.
I think that that's a great idea if they can actually do it. And I don't think that they can do it in a right way that actually protects people.
State Representative Brianna Titone sponsored Colorado's law, which aims to protect people from bias when interacting with AI systems making important decisions like whether someone gets a job, a loan, or housing.
If we wait for the federal government to do it, we could be waiting a very long time. And if they do, it'll be influenced by all the money that goes into AI. We're still going to move forward with what we need to do to regulate artificial intelligence and create a safer place for AI to be around.
Colorado's law is set to go into effect next summer, but Titone expects it'll change before then. She wants to see the developers of these AI products take more responsibility when things go wrong. It's going to be a heated topic inside the state capitol when the next session begins next month.
And I know there's going to be several different bills on AI in different areas. There's going to be a whole bunch of different options, and it's going to really muddy the waters.
While regulation might be hard for companies, uncertainty is also hard for companies as well.
Denver attorney Tyler Thompson advises clients on laws involving tech and AI. He and Titone agree the White House will likely face legal challenges.
We could see this get contentious very quickly. There's folks on both sides of the aisle, including, Ron DeSantis in Florida, who's a Republican, who have kind of pushed back on this executive order and really view it as an encroachment of some of the roles of the states. I think there's just people on both sides of the aisle that are skeptical of AI, or maybe just want more information about AI, want themselves protected from this uncertain future of AI.
In Denver, Ryan Fish, Denver 7.
And Ryan is Denver 7's artificial intelligence and technology reporter. If you ever have a story idea about those topics, about solutions about those topics, he would love to hear from you. Scan the QR code on your screen to connect with him or just email him, ryan.fish@denver7.com.